amen. Let me tell y'all the real truth. Okay? I'm tell y'all how it goes. I'm just kidding. I am Laketta Knight. I don't like this mic. I don't like these cameras. I don't like this light. And I didn't like this. But I felt like I was being, get your tail out. So I had to went on and did it, but it was worth it. So yeah, when I first came across it at the Pioneers Conference, I was a boy that got tail like the plague. Every time I would pass that went a long way, and every time I seen it, I said, "Nah, that ain't for me." And two of my friends, a long-term friend was there, and another friend I had met at the conference, and we just went along, and my friend Nicole, was standing there talking to Dr. Taylor, and I was like, Lord, I'm literally back here like, all right, come on, girl, it's time to go do something. Be over here with this man, And I had no plans of doing this whatsoever. I'm not a school person. I don't like it. It ain't for me. From what I was saying to myself, this is not something I wanted to do. And I wanted to quit the first day. Literally, I was just like, no, I'm not doing this. No, I don't want to do it. Yeah, we got me here crying. Who doing this? But it was refreshing. It was life changing. Literally, whenever we started, we would start, and it was literally a situation I had going on since we started class. And I was just like, these people is in my business. How are we doing this? How is this happening? But I know it was God because I had a desire some years ago to be a chaplain, but I didn't understand and know I didn't have the training. And the thing for me was I was already doing some things which Dr. Taylor had brought out, and I was just like, God, that were part of being a chaplain, but I did not know. And so I want to say LTA is great for people who don't really have articulation for what it is you have in your head, and you don't know how to get it out your heart, but you know that the Spirit is dealing with you in a particular way. These classes helped put language to that. It helped give a rest that I wasn't aware of. And then having other people who were more astute than me in my class, as Jackie as the mouthpiece, if y'all saw it today. And it's Karen always trying to hide and all. Yeah, she my sister too. And me being the runner, the one I don't know, I try to quit twice. But these two, and Jackie threatened me. I just want y'all to know, put that on record. Jackie threatened me, you know what I'm saying? So, everybody know, she's the one, And I'm usually the one being the one who threatened folks and come get them. But these two were with me in this process. And so, what I learned was, I listened more, learned how to stay focused on the person and not adding my experience to the situation, because we can add things to it when somebody's talking to us. And we'll take it over before we know it. They're talking to you to add something or release or just kind of get an understanding. You're like, well, you know what? I went through the keep your mouth closed, listen, understand, and then you ask them to make sure you have clarity on what they're saying. You have the right perception, because we perceived some things that people didn't say. We inferred, we insinuated what they meant, and not actually what they were actually saying, not what they were actually feeling. As a surprise, I wanted to tell y'all that yesterday I got a call from a friend whose son was murdered. Before here, I said, how God? Call and say, can I ask you to pray before things get busy? And I'm like, now listen, Lord, you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. But it was easy. I was calm. I was listening, and I heard, and I did what I needed to do in that moment, and God had put in my path to do. And sometimes we delay things. I'm delaying because I'm the runner. Okay, they go together. But I just took and stood and took all these skills, and out of it, the direct expression of feelings, because it was clear that I needed to do better. Okay. Life Commandments was also an eye-opener for me, because I discovered that I had several of my own. And we don't understand what life commandments are. And so briefly, I'll say that life commandments are, if something happened, I'm never going to do. I'm never going to be a part of. This is never, this ain't going to never happen to me. And from here on out, this is how I'm going to stop this from happening. But we don't know how it blocks our lives from achieving the things that we need to achieve. And I had made many life commandments that I was aware of, that I knew, and I admitted that, but I didn't know what the language was. And there was some that I didn't realize that I had created in the back of my mind, where you're thinking, this is just something I think of myself or something I think of others, but it was a true life commandment. So that was something that really stuck out to me. And so, also before I signed up for this journey, I wish I had known how much the mirror was going to shine on me. Because listen, the Bible turns on you, and so does this class. Yeah. And sometimes, certain teachers. But we ain't going to say no names. And, but I love her though. Although I was very apprehensive about taking this program and very close to quitting twice, I would say this was very informative, eye-opening, and it teaches very necessary skills in working with people who may suffer. I'd also like to add that due to my encounters over the years, I believe that every church leader and ministerial staff member would greatly benefit from this. The days of leading people without skill and training should not be an option. This should be something that we should do regularly. It gets you to learn how to deal with people, but also how to deal with your own emotions, because we bring all of that into ministry. And so then we get into misperceiving and missing, information and our own perception of what we think people are saying. And so I believe that as ministerial staff, this is a skill that is necessary. It helps us from being hurt people who hurt people, honestly. And as we made our inside joke, it's necessary. It was intentional. These are the things that we needed to do. I'm sorry. So, lastly, I'm grateful for the amount of professionalism and compassion that the staff showed. This truly helped make me feel comfortable in the room to be my true self. Many of you know what that is and who I am. We're going to be good today. I think I'm being good. Am I being good? Okay. You see how they do me? Okay, well, I really love it. So, at this point, I'm certified to provide spiritual care in a variety of facilities and ordained to perform ceremonies such as weddings and funerals. Don't let everybody get in that. Just to name a few things I'm qualified for. She followed me, y'all. That's what she used to do in class. But I will say, I'm officially, I got to say it, no.
Say that thing.
Yes. I am officially Chaplin Laketta Knight.